Number 10. Prince Harry blindsiding the Queen. Harry and Meghan left the palace in January 2020 after trying to negotiate a new part-time status while living in North America. They had discussed their intentions with family members over the phone from Canada, but were informed at the last minute that a planned meeting with the Queen could not proceed. The couple then shared their detailed exit plans on their now defunct Sussex royal website, which led to allegations of blindsiding the monarch. Harry clarified that he never blindsided his grandmother and has immense respect for her. CNN reported in a January 2020 article that the Queen had specifically asked Harry to hold off on releasing any statements about their future. The palace was deeply disappointed by Harry's decision to go public, leaving the Queen upset. While Harry may dispute the term blindsided, he acknowledges that he was asked not to post on the website but did so anyway. Meghan stated that their situation had been ongoing for months. She said in the Oprah interview, "I think in some people's minds, this was me going post." Harry had attempted to arrange a meeting, but it was rejected. It is worth noting that this approach of posting on the website was not in line with how Queen Elizabeth conducted royal business during her 70-year reign. Number 9. A poisoned atmosphere. Meghan faced bullying accusations from 2 PAs before her Oprah interview in March 2021. Their team strongly denied the claims, calling it a calculated smear campaign based on misleading information. However, Harry's account aligns more closely with the allegations against Meghan, despite his denial of her faults. In Spare, he wrote, "It didn't help that everyone was working around the clock. The press demands and constant errors overwhelmed us with limited resources and staff. We could only address 10% of the issue. Nerves were shattered and tensions arose. Constructive criticism was non-existent, and all feedback felt like an insult. Staff members would occasionally break down in tears at their desks. Willie blamed Meg for everything despite my objections. He parroted fake stories from the press." It is not clear what fake stories Harry was referring to, since the British media did not nickname Meghan Duchess Difficult until months later. The prince dismissed the allegations against Meghan, writing, "I've never heard her speak a bad word about anybody or to anybody." Whatever took place, the couple's initial public statement about a smear campaign did not account for the real-life poisoned atmosphere at the office they shared with William and Kate Middleton, nor of the real-life emotions of the staff who were slumped weeping over their desks. Harry's account that there is no such thing as constructive criticism and all feedback was seen as an affront and insult also suggests that there is at least some tension, even if he believes that taking the blame would be unfair. Number 8. In the trailer for their Netflix series Harry and Meghan, Harry candidly discussed the press intrusion they endured as members of the royal family. He also highlights the differential treatment they received compared to Prince William. Harry states that they were happy to lie to protect my brother and describes the couple as victims of institutional gaslighting. Reflecting on their choice to step back in 2020, Harry wonders what would have happened if they hadn't made that decision. He recalls saying, "We need to get out of here." Meghan also shares the impact of stepping back on their personal lives, including the UK government's withdrawal of their 24-hour police protection. She expresses concern, saying our security was being pulled. Everyone in the world knew where we were, and adds, "I wasn't being thrown to the wolves, I was being fed to the wolves." But Piers Morgan revealed that security for royals is not funded by public funds or taxes, and certain members are entitled to such protection. Lesser-known royalties and those who have stepped down are responsible for managing their own security costs privately. Next up, media attention. In their interview with Oprah Winfrey, Prince Harry and Meghan claimed that they never wanted any media attention and only wanted to live a quiet life away from the public eye. However, their actions often seem to contradict this message. Just a few days after the interview aired, it was reported that they had signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix to produce content for their streaming platform. Harry, for example, was seen participating in an open-top bus ride through Beverly Hills with his friend James Corden for The Late Late Show. This sparked outrage among viewers as it appeared to be a complete disregard for their own privacy concerns. Their ongoing need for media attention has become their form of currency, as it constantly drives public interest in them without them having to showcase any real talent or hard work. Number 6, she had no knowledge of Prince Harry's royal life. During the engagement interview, Meghan Markle claimed she didn't know much about Prince Harry's royal life and needed guidance to understand it. The idea of being a part of the royal family was not something she ever dreamt about or fantasized about. In fact, she claimed she knew very little about it. But later, it turned out she actually spent a lot of time researching the royal family and even practiced curtsying before meeting Queen Elizabeth II. This sneaky move made Harry think she was just a regular American who needed help with the whole royalty thing. As the truth came out, their relationship and the dynamics within the royal family got even more interesting. Number 5, she didn't want a lavish wedding. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle got engaged, it was announced that they would have a smaller, more intimate wedding compared to previous royal weddings. However, their wedding turned out to be anything but intimate. From a star-studded guest list to millions of dollars spent on security, it was clear that Meghan desired a grand and extravagant affair. But there was another lie she told regarding her wedding. During the Oprah interview, Meghan claimed that she and Harry had a private wedding without witnesses 3 days prior to their globally televised ceremony. But Piers Morgan expressed skepticism as such a wedding would be illegal with only 2 of them and the Archbishop of Canterbury. The Archbishop denied legally marrying the couple, but did not rule out a private vow swapping ceremony before the televised wedding. Number 4, lying about not being able to protect Meghan from the press. In an emotional statement released in 2019, Prince Harry claimed that he and Meghan were unable to defend themselves against the negative press and that it was taking a toll on their mental health. However, just months earlier, he had admitted to seeking advice from his brother, Prince William, on how to handle media attention. Prince Harry has also been equipped with knowledge since birth on how to protect his image because he is a member of the royal family himself. It has also been said that Meghan was equipped with dossiers and staff to help her come into the royal family. So teaching Meghan to do that for herself shouldn't have been hard, especially with all the staff and resources they have to do that. Next up, Kate versus Meghan. Rumors of an argument between Meghan and Kate made headlines after the couple's royal wedding in May 2018. Initially, it was reported that an argument over a flower girl's dress left the Princess of Wales in tears, but Meghan told Oprah that it was the other way around. Meghan insisted that Kate apologized and owned up to being upset about something. The reverse of that story being out in the world was shocking to Meghan. Harry had never addressed the rumors about the fallout between his wife and sister-in-law until his new book, when he chose to voice his opinions about their relationship. He spoke out about the speculation that Meghan did not feel she received enough support from Kate in her early days within the royal family. Prince Harry provided evidence of text message conversations between Meghan and Kate where he described Kate's behavior as arrogant and rude. Per Harper's Bazaar, Kate allegedly sent a text to Meghan criticizing Charlotte's dress, and Meghan expressed her stress over the drama surrounding her father missing out on her special day. This exchange left Meghan crying due to Kate's unkindness during such an emotional time. Next up, lying about not knowing who Meghan was before they met. In a BBC interview, Prince Harry claimed to have never heard of Meghan Markle before they were introduced by a mutual friend. However, it was later revealed that he had actually been following her on social media for quite some time. Prince Harry previously made a statement in his book Spare that William and Kate were also fans of the show Suits, and it seemed like it was watched religiously in the palace. Both Meghan and Harry have this weird notion of claiming not to know who the other person is, but unless you live under a rock or don't have working internet, it would be kind of hard not to know who is who. Both Meghan and Harry have this weird notion of claiming not to know who the other person is, but unless you live under a rock or don't have working internet, it would kind of be hard not to know who is who. And last but not least, at number 1, lying about their relationship timeline. Prince Harry and Meghan have always maintained that they started dating in July 2016 after being set up on a blind date by a mutual friend. However, it was later revealed that the couple had actually been introduced much earlier in May 2016 at a charity event. It has been said that Meghan was actually in a relationship with another man when she went on her first date with Prince Harry. From 2014 to 2016, Meghan was dating Canadian chef Corey Vitatello, and they became serious, even living in a townhouse together. From 2014 to 2016, Meghan was dating Canadian chef Corey Vitatello, and they became serious, even living in a townhouse together. Meanwhile, we know Meghan met Harry in 2016, potentially causing their sudden breakup with Corey in May that year. So was Harry the cause of the end of Vitatello and Meghan, or was it something else? When questioned, Corey reported he couldn't comment on the situation. Lie number 10, she had no knowledge of the royal family. When Meghan Markle first met Prince Harry, she claimed to have no prior knowledge of the royal family. However, it was later revealed that she was not only a fan of Princess Diana, but she had also closely followed the philanthropic work and compassion exhibited by the late princess. In fact, Meghan Markle had even attended a party in Princess Diana's honor where she learned more about the royal world and its traditions. This small detail added extra depth to her connection and understanding of the royal family, making this little secret even more impactful. According to some sources, this was all a part of Meghan's plan. She wanted to be a princess since she was a teenager. Her old pal once said she was always fascinated by the royal family. She wanted to be Princess Diana 2.0. Lie number 9, she quit acting to focus on royal duties. After announcing their engagement, Meghan Markle, the former actress, made a surprising decision to leave her acting career behind and fully commit herself to her royal duties. However, as time went on, it became apparent that she was not ready to completely give up the limelight. Despite her new role as a member of the royal family, Meghan continued to find ways to stay in the public eye and enjoy the attention and fame that came with it. From her extravagant and widely discussed baby shower held in New York City to her unique and highly publicized guest editorship at British Vogue, Meghan Markle demonstrated her determination to maintain a level of influence and prominence even within the confines of her royal responsibilities. Lie number 8, she was a victim of racism. In her highly publicized and controversial interview with Oprah Winfrey, Meghan Markle made shocking allegations of facing racism from within the royal family. These claims, however, have been met with skepticism as there is a lack of concrete evidence to support them. Many individuals closely associated with the royal family have strongly denied these allegations, further deepening the divide and sparking intense debate. The aftermath of this controversial issue has not only affected the reputation of the royal family, but has also sparked ongoing controversy and disagreement. Lie number 7, she had no knowledge of Prince Harry's royal life. During the engagement interview, Meghan Markle claimed she didn't know much about Prince Harry's royal life and needed guidance to understand it. The idea of being a part of the royal family was not something she ever dreamt or fantasized about. But later it turned out she actually spent a lot of time researching the royal family and even practiced curtsying before meeting Queen Elizabeth II. This sneaky move made Prince Harry think she was just a regular American who needed help with the whole royalty thing. As the truth came out, their relationship and the dynamics within the royal family got even more interesting. Lie number 6, she didn't want a lavish wedding. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle got engaged, it was announced that they would have a smaller, more intimate wedding compared to previous royal weddings. However, their wedding turned out to be anything but intimate. From a star-studded guest list to millions of dollars spent on security, it was clear that Meghan Markle desired a grand and extravagant affair. But there's another lie she told regarding her wedding. During the Oprah interview, Meghan claimed that she and Harry had a private wedding without witnesses 3 days prior to their globally televised ceremony. But Piers Morgan expressed skepticism, as such a wedding would be illegal with only 2 of them and the Archbishop of Canterbury. Lie number 5, she had no involvement in the Sussex royal brand. After making the decision to step back as senior members of the royal family, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle embarked on a new chapter by launching their own brand called Sussex Royal. However, as time went on, it came to light that Meghan Markle had played a significant role in the creation of their brand, going as far as hiring a renowned Hollywood PR firm to strategically build their image and reputation. This revelation left Prince Harry feeling deceived, as he had believed they were collaboratively creating something meaningful, only to discover that Meghan had been meticulously planning it behind the scenes all along. The complexity of this situation added a layer of tension and uncertainty to their journey of carving out their own independent path. Lie number 4, she didn't know anything about the media. In an interview with Tom Bradby, Meghan Markle claimed that she had no knowledge of the British media and its tabloid culture. However, it was later revealed that she had been secretly seeking press coverage and even had a relationship with some tabloid journalists. This lie made Prince Harry believe that Meghan Markle was unaware of the negative media attention they would face as members of the royal family. Lie number 3, she wasn't interested in fame or fortune. During their engagement interview, Meghan Markle claimed that she was not interested in fame or fortune and only wanted to use her platform for good. However, it soon became clear that Meghan had a desire for celebrity status and even pursued opportunities outside of the royal family, like sponsorships, interviews, and social media. This lie made Prince Harry believe that he had found someone who shared his values, but in reality, Meghan's actions proved otherwise. Lie number 2, she was bullied by the royal family. In her interview with Oprah Winfrey, Meghan Markle claimed that she was bullied by members of the royal family and received no support from them. However, this was refuted by Prince Harry's brother, Prince William, who stated that he had always been there for his brother and sister-in-law. One of the standout moments from Meghan's Oprah chat was when the TV host asked her if she had been silent or silenced, and Meghan said it was the latter. However, Piers Morgan poured scorn on her claim, telling Tucker this idea that Meghan Markle was silenced. Meghan Markle guest-edited British Vogue magazine in the middle of her silence. Meghan Markle made 73 public appearances, many of which she spoke at during her extended period of being silenced. This lie caused further tension and division within the royal family. And last but not least, finally, the lie that we've all been waiting for. Lie number 1, she was a victim of the British press. In her widely discussed interview with Oprah Winfrey, Meghan Markle made a controversial claim that she was a victim of relentless scrutiny by the British press, getting zero support from them. But hey, let's not forget that while she did face a lot of negative media attention, there was also plenty of articles that celebrated her achievements and recognized her positive contributions. By focusing only on Meghan Markle as a victim, this claim not only presented a one-sided perspective, but also got a lot of people talking about the media's influence on public perception. During the Oprah interview, she tearfully revealed feeling like she didn't want to be alive at times. However, she claimed that when she sought help from the palace, she was told it wouldn't be good for the institution. Piers Morgan clarified his stance, mentioning that he wouldn't say whether she felt life-ending thoughts or not, but he questioned her claim that she was denied help by 2 members of the royal household and human resources. He found it hard to believe that they would be so callous. He even pointed out Prince Harry's association with mental health charities, questioning why he didn't seek help for his wife if she was constantly feeling this way.
Number 10, the docuseries. If you haven't noticed already from our channel, I cannot talk about Meghan or Harry without bringing up the controversial docuseries that immediately made this couple 2 of the most hated royals. We have all seen or at least heard about the 6-part Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan, and the tea on these 2, especially Meg, is hotter than ever. The internet had been up in flames over Meghan's behavior in the docuseries, and some even felt as if it should just be titled Meghan, because of her dramatic approach to topics that some do not feel deserved a whole series, especially if they wanted a life away from the press and media. Body language experts have revealed that Meghan's behavior and actions show her as a manipulative narcissist who is using Harry's vulnerability against him and controlling him to do everything she wants. Others believe she just wanted to step away from the royals because she was unable to control the narrative of the British press. That is some drama. Number 9, not on good terms with the in-laws. When news of Harry and Meghan's move out of Kensington Palace to strike out on their own first broke in November of 2018, the public and the press came to a unanimous conclusion as to why that would be. Meghan. Everyone pointed the fingers at the new royal, suggesting her alleged difficult Duchess attitude was not just reserved for the staff and had caused a feud between her and Kate. Obviously, all that turned out to be untrue, and the Sussexes were expecting a baby and wanted more space than the 2-bedroom apartment they lived in at Kensington Palace. Kate and Meghan have always had problems. It came out in November of last year that there was a ton of tension between the royals, as Kate and Meghan were not getting along. This meant that Prince Harry and Prince William were also not getting along, and the whole family was not seeing eye to eye. This was super hard on everyone, but especially the Queen. Queen Liz was actually so fed up with the drama, she made Kate and Meghan sit down and sort it out. Number 8, mistreating staff. Leading up to the Oprah interview, the Times reported accusations that Meghan mistreats her palace aides and staff prior to the 2020 exits. While Meghan denied the allegations, noting in a statement that she was saddened by the latest attack on her character, the palace revealed they were investigating the claims. Members of staff involved at the time, including those who had left the household, were invited to participate to see if lessons can be learned. The statement the palace released said that the royal household has had a dignity at work policy in place for a number of years and does not and will not tolerate bullying or harassment in the workplace. Number 7, ditching friends for royal status. Was Meg ditching her friends for royal status? A former friend and colleague who said Meghan ghosted her, Gina Nelthorpe-Crown, who found the future Duchess to be hugely charismatic when they first met in 2014. Nelthorpe-Crown said she last heard from Meghan when the future Duchess told her she was giving up her career and terminating their contract. Ouch. Meg felt no type of way about letting go of her former friends. It seems as if a couple people have claimed that she cut them off as soon as she and Harry became serious. I wonder how Harry feels about this. But at the same time, if Meghan knew these people would share her business, then it would only be safer and easier for her to keep her distance from them. Clearly, they're still talking about her and airing out her past, even though she doesn't talk to them anymore. Did the Duchess make the right decision? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Number 6, short temper. Meghan and Harry's whirlwind romance has been in the spotlight pretty much since they got together. With fans and haters watching their every move, this couple is used to getting lots of attention, whether they like it or not. When Harry got with Meg, people started watching Meg like a hawk, dissecting her every move. Naturally, when you're part of the royals, people are gonna be more inclined to know what you're like. As someone part of the royal family, displaying strong emotions is not necessarily expected, especially in a public setting. After being invited as a guest speaker at the Power of Women charity benefit, Meg seemed irritated after pictures of her were published where she was seen lashing out at an employee in the parking garage. The pics published in the Daily Mail show her looking pretty ticked off, pointing directly at someone. Some believe she was scolding one of her employees, while others say she was letting a parking attendant have it. I mean, as a royal, I think Meghan should have been more mindful of her position and the amount of eyes on her, but hey, there's always more to a story, right? And it's hard to figure out with pictures out of context. Number 5, the Oprah interview. After the infamous Oprah interview dropped back in 2021, the couple had been accused of prolific lying. With lies being told about racism among other things, people can't help but wonder what is the truth and what is being exaggerated. After getting an award for heroism, royal expert Angela Levine has spoken out about how they did not deserve it because of the things that were said in the interview. And if you haven't watched the interview, there have been endless criticism on many things that have happened throughout the interview, from questionable body language to overdramatic recalls of personal situations. She brought up how she hasn't gotten any help with her mental health, which many were also quick to call out by saying that was fake news. The question really is, why would Meghan lie about that? Or is it just easier to assume she's lying since they already don't like her? Let me know what you think. Number 4, mockery. Meghan mocking the royal traditions. Now, as many know, there is a scene in the series that shows Meghan doing an overly dramatic take of the royal curtsy she was to do when she met the Queen. As she is laughing it up, look over to Harry and notice his reaction. He is staring at her as if he's annoyed with her mocking something that is important to him and also part of his tradition. Interesting. Seeing as if he is uncomfy by the mockery, it's definitely not a good look for Meghan at all. Other than the mockery, there have been several instances where Meghan chose to do what she preferred rather than respecting the rules of the royal family. Meghan's critics would say it was presumptuous of her to think that the centuries-old monarchy would suddenly change up its operations because of a newcomer. Meghan was not known to be someone who was going to change herself just to please the people around her. There was a conversation where Meghan had to be reminded that she and Harry were not as high on the royal hierarchy as William and Kate, because Harry is only 5th in line to the throne, while William is literally next. Number 3, using Harry for status. Our favorite, Piers Morgan, has been one of Meghan's most outspoken critics, claiming that when she started dating Harry, she dumped him as a friend. In any case, I feel like he might have mixed up associate with companion. In any case, Piers tweeted, when Harry and Meghan parted ways in January, she used him to get to the top. People say I'm being too harsh on Meghan, however, she broke up with her parents, the majority of her old friends, the royal family, and her family. She also parted William and Harry. I'm done fighting. He also referred to them as a pair of repulsive, deluded, narcissistic tools. Following their announcement that there would be no further corroboration and zero engagement between them and the 4 UK tabloids. Morgan also forbade Harry and Markle from being discussed on Good Morning Britain, the Daily Mail, the Sun, the Express, and the Mirror. Number 2, break-in protocols. Here is an extensive list of times where Meghan simply broke royal protocols for whatever reason. She has worn dresses of shorter length than other royal members usually wear. The couple's wedding was not on a weekday, which is royal tradition. While on their South African tour, the couple made a request to only be referred to as Harry and Meghan instead of as the royal titles. The two of them are regularly seen showing PDA, such as hugging and holding hands, God forbid. She wore Dior to Archie's christening, even though the royal mother typically wears a piece by a Brit designer. The couple announced baby Archie's birth on the gram, and even though traditionally the news of a royal baby is shared on a ceremonial easel outside of Buckingham Palace, and it is highly unusual for a royal to do so, but she hasn't worn pantyhose more than once. As tiring as it was to list all of the times Meghan has done something different than what is usually part of the traditions or just unofficial rules, it makes us question Meghan's efforts to fit into the royals as she's claimed to do. In an astonishing allegation, the Queen was forced to step in and pull Meghan and Harry in line after Meghan was told she couldn't wear the original tiara she'd picked out from the Queen's collection. Meghan had her heart set on this tiara with emeralds, and Prince Harry hit the roof and they were told it was impossible for her to wear it. Apparently, there was a very heated exchange where the Queen spoke to Harry about Meghan not being able to have whatever she wants. She also had to remind him that Meghan gets a tiara given by her. The message from the Queen was very much that Meghan needed to think about how she speaks to staff members and be careful to follow family protocols. The Queen said, "Not on my watch." And finally, number 1, activism. Many people are starting to believe Meghan's actions are more performative than true advocacy. If you want to go and do something to help an underdeveloped region, is it necessary to bring cameras with you to record you doing a good deed? Meghan might be onto something, and we're starting to think the bigger picture is to show people that she is a good person who helps others while simultaneously using her status to get her way. Other times the cameras have been an issue is during the doc when the couple was called out for using a royal family approved picture of them walking about to prove a point about them being hounded by paparazzi.
Number 10, lying about not knowing who Meghan was before they met. In a BBC interview, Prince Harry claimed to have never heard of Meghan Markle before they were introduced by a mutual friend. William and Kate were also fans of the show Suits, and it seemed like it was watched religiously in the palace. Both Meghan and Harry have this weird notion of claiming not to know who the other person is, but unless you live under a rock or don't have a working internet, it would be kinda hard not to know who is who. Number 9, lying about not being able to protect Meghan from the press. In an emotional statement released in 2019, Prince Harry claimed he and Meghan Markle were unable to defend themselves against the negative press and that it was taking a toll on their mental health. However, just months earlier, he admitted to seeking advice from his brother Prince William on how to handle media attention. Prince Harry has also been equipped with knowledge since birth on how to protect his image because he is a member of the royal family himself. So teaching Meghan to do that for herself shouldn't have been hard, especially with all the staff and resources they have to do that. Number 8, Kate versus Meghan. Rumors of an argument between Meghan and Kate made headlines after the couple's royal wedding in May 2018. Initially, it was reported that an argument over a flower girl's dress left Princess Catherine in tears, but Meghan told Oprah that it was the other way around. Harry had never addressed the rumors about the fallout between his wife and sister-in-law until his new book, when he chose to voice his opinion about their relationship. He spoke about speculation that Meghan did not feel or received enough support from Catherine in her early days within the royal family. Prince Harry provided evidence of text message conversations between Meghan and Catherine where he described her behavior as arrogant and rude. Per Harper's Bazaar, Princess Catherine allegedly sent a text to Meghan criticizing Charlotte's dress, and Meghan expressed her stress over the drama surrounding her father missing out on her special day. This exchange left Meghan in tears due to Kate's unkindness during such an emotional time. Number 7, lying about cutting ties with the tabloids. In January 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced that they would be stepping back from their roles as senior members of the royal family. In their statement, they also mentioned cutting ties with certain British tabloids due to their distorted, false, or invasive coverage of the couple. However, just weeks later, it was reported that Prince Harry had actually still been in communication with these same tabloids. In the past, Prince Harry and Prince William also made a point of buddying up with the media during their tours, inviting them for drinks or tea. We'd get together in a pub and we'd talk about everything and get it off our plate, Arthur Edwards, a photographer for The Sun, told the New York Times. It would be frank and open, and you never reported it. Number 6, lying about their relationship timeline. Prince Harry and Meghan have always maintained that they started dating in July 2016. However, it was later revealed that the couple had actually been introduced much earlier in May 2016 at a charity event. It has been said that Meghan was actually in a relationship with another man when she went on her first date with Prince Harry. From 2014 to 2016, Meghan was dating Canadian chef Corey Vitatello, and they became serious, even living in a townhouse together. But we also know that Meghan met Harry in 2016, potentially causing the sudden breakup with Corey in May that year. Next up, lying about the timing of Archie's birth. When Meghan gave birth to their first child, Archie, in May 2019, Prince Harry announced the news to the media and stated that Meghan had gone into labor early that morning. However, it was later discovered that Archie was actually born hours before Prince Harry's statement was made. This adds to the conspiracy theory that Meghan Markle was using a prosthetic belly to fake her pregnancy. It began to gain traction online as her bump started becoming more visible. Supporters of the unfounded moon bump and Megxit hashtag claims suggested that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were concealing the truth from the public by allegedly using a surrogate mother. Also, in some of her prego picture, her bumps slip up and down and change sizes. The conspiracy revolves around the false theory that variously claimed Meghan used a surrogate and that her children with Prince Harry were not even hers, and in extreme cases that her children do not even exist. Number 4, lying about not speaking out against racism. In a video released in June 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan spoke out against racism and the Black Lives Matter movement. However, critics pointed out that just a few decades earlier, Prince Harry had dressed up as a German soldier for a costume party, which many saw as insensitive. But according to him, he wasn't the only one involved in the decision-making of that outfit. Harry had said, "I phoned Willie and Kate and asked what they thought about the uniform." Harry added that when he went home and tried it on for them, they howled in laughter. Although Harry has said before that the incident was one of the biggest mistakes in his life, people thought it was strange that he would blame some of it on William and Kate instead of taking sole ownership for what happened. Number 3, lying about not having any royal duties. In their statement about stepping back from their royal roles, Prince Harry mentioned that they would no longer be carrying out any official duties on behalf of the Queen. However, just a few months earlier, Prince Harry was seen attending a Commonwealth Day service with his family, minus Meghan. Number 2, lying about not needing security. In their statement, Prince Harry and Meghan claimed that they were willing to give up their publicly funded security to become financially independent. They clearly did not fulfill their claim, as Meghan Markle revealed during her Oprah interview that they were denied security for themselves and their son based on the potential color of his skin. This decision was not based on their status as non-working royals, but rather on concerns about the racial background of their unborn child. And Harry backed her. But Piers Morgan revealed that security for royals is not funded by public funds or taxes. And certain members are entitled to such protection. And last but not least, at number 1, lying about not wanting media attention. In their interview with Oprah Winfrey, Prince Harry and Meghan claimed that they never wanted any media attention and only wanted to live a quiet life away from the public eye. However, their actions often seem to contradict this message. Just a few days after the interview aired, it was reported that they had signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix to produce content for the streaming platform. Harry, for example, was seen participating in an open-top bus ride through Beverly Hills with his friend James Corden for The Late Late Show. This sparked outrage among viewers as it appeared to be a complete disregard for their own privacy concerns. But with that concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been your host, Shantae, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!